Welcome to the Golden Gate Gaming Podcast. As usual, I'm your host, Riley, and this week I'm joined by Patrick and Kevin. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Internet, my friends.
So this week has been a pretty big week in tech. A lot of new gaming stuff, a lot of new just tech stuff, thanks to CES. I'm sure we will not be not be scraping the bottom of the barrel this week for topics. So I'm sure you two want to start talking real quick about all the Razer stuff.
Go ahead, Kevin. Start it. I
Am I the razor board at this point, or are you? We can do this.
Okay, I'll start off with Project Valerie. That's
For those that don't know, Valerie is the 3-screened laptop.
3-screen Razer Blade Pro with 3 4K displays. It is a monstrosity of device. It's using the same architecture as the new Blade Pro they announced I think a month ago or so for their new line of Pros. It's just, this is more of a Minlean Tan's kind of fun project. Like, hey, we're pushing the boundaries. We're going to make a 3-screen laptop that weighs 20 pounds with 3 4K displays on it. It's like, dear God, dude.
I think it's a really cool idea, and I actually like it a lot better than their other project that they showed off. But it's not practical for a lot of people.
Of course not.
It's not. It's weird, but I mean, it's no more niche than that Acer or was Asus?
Acer.
Yeah. The Acer.
I'll get on the Acer one a little bit in a minute, but
yeah. And that one's actually for sale, so I guess we'll see how well that does.
No,
no. Project Valerie. There's a few things because I didn't get to see a lot of what went into it, but if it's using the same 1080 architecture as the Pros have, I don't know how you can power 3 screens off of a standard 120 watt power brick. I think the power brick for that particular device has to be bigger, like at least a 150 to maybe close to a 180 watt type.
Oh no, I'm sure it has a much bigger power brick.
210, calling it right now. 210 watts.
That's if that thing ever becomes available for retail market use. It's a monstrosity.
But it's still early concept, so they're showing off what their ideas are for the next big Razer product, right? So give them time. If the demand of the people says, I want that Razer product, 3 screens, all right, sign me up for that.
I mean, it's what Razer does. They do these weird gaming concepts that never come out. Like they had Project Christine a few years ago, which was like a fully modular desktop, and that never came out because it was ridiculous.
I liked that idea, but at the same time, it was like, I couldn't see it. It offered no real. You would have to buy Razer only products that had the devices in it, to where you had to. If you want to upgrade your CPU or your storage space, buy the module through Razer, swap it out maybe, or something of that within that concept range. It was cool looking, just really never came to fruition on that.
It was a cool concept, but it didn't really offer anything useful for the price premium that it would have had.
All right. Did they have a physical thing at CES with that?
Yeah.
It did show something.
Okay.
Yeah, they had an early prototype of it.
Right, but then with this Project Valerie, they actually had a fully working unit.
I think it was working.
It was working because
people
tried it out and get their thoughts on how amazing it is. So.
Well, I mean, I think Project Christine was working too.
Oh, is it?
They're both working.
But so on the other end of that spectrum for laptops wise, Acer finally showed off its 21 inch curved display. It was called the Acer X21 Predator. It is a monster of a. It's not a laptop. I'm not calling it a laptop. That sucker weighs 20 pounds.
It's a mobile desktop.
Yeah, running dual SLI 1080 cards. I just saw when I so I subscribed to Linus Tech, those videos you were showing me,
Yeah.
and he showed that particular laptop. It's running off of 2 power bricks.
Yeah, that's
2!
been popular with ones with with laptops putting in 2 graphics cards. They've had to do 2 power bricks because there's just not enough power from one.
You need
It's-
a lot of juice.
It's ridiculous. I was like, I'm sorry, I can't carry this. I'm not gonna carry all this crap.
Yeah, I mean it's also a $9,000 laptop.
And it's also the first curved display, I think. for
Yeah.
a
Nobody
laptop.
cares about curved TVs or laptops.
Curved
I mean,
is
what's-
pretty cool.
Curve does look pretty cool. I mean, I've played with at the Razer store in San Francisco. I've seen the curved display one for the Lenovo Razer Edition one.
Yeah.
That it's nice. I just can't justify the $650 price tag to pay for that.
No thanks.
I wish
Skip.
my display was curved. It would help a lot, but it's good enough.
Yeah.
It's one of those extra features.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bigger is
it's
better.
Ridiculous.
It is. So back to Razer. The other thing that they unveiled at CES was Project
Ariana.
Ariana.
Ariana Grande.
He did make that joke on Twitter or on Twitter too. Dear
Yep.
God.
I just want to bring it up again.
So anyways, that particular one is essentially intended to make your gaming experience more immersive by expanding the screen projection. If you're playing on a TV or some layout where you can actually broadcast the entire room and use an entire blank wall as your screen.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a blank wall because it maps the room first and projects over it.
Yeah.
Okay, but it looks cool, and I'm like hoping that, you know, if you're not using it for gaming, you can kind of use it in terms of like, you
Watching
know,
a
a
movie.
normal projector for movies. I mean, it looks like a cool concept. I don't know why. I think because I'm so used to black and green everywhere, I can't get used to a projector being white like that with a blue logo. It's just weird.
I would hope you would be able to use it as a projector, and I saw some people that were like throwing out some possible prices like $600, and it's like, they said it was a 4K projector. That's not
is
going to be
4K.
$600.
No.
A 4K projector? No, that is not 600. That is
That's-
you're looking at $1,000 minimum.
It's probably going to be
Minimum or
$1,500 because it's also got the room mapping hardware in there as well.
Yep.
So
Yep.
with
$1,500
with-
at least for a projector that just adds extra stuff around the screen instead of like giving you a nice big 4K screen to play on. That would be like using a big projector to play a game is cool. Spending $1,500 for a projector that just expands your peripherals, like I was seeing people saying like this is a better step towards immersion than VR because VR is too expensive and hard to get, and you know it's too hard to get because it's so expensive and takes so much computer horsepower. It's like this is going to be super expensive and it still takes a bunch of computer horsepower. Like, what are you talking about? This is better than VR. Like,
Yeah.
what the heck? And the people like calling it such a like amazing, you know, revolutionary idea. It's like it's literally Microsoft showed off this exact thing like 4 years ago.
Oh really?
Yeah. It was called Microsoft Illumaroom, and it used the
right.
Kinect to map your room, and then a projector to do this exact same thing.
Wouldn't
And
like it.
Yeah.
so Razer took that
remember.
concept and turned it into an actual, product that they're hoping to put out next year, or by the end of this year, or something like that. And
Yeah.
everyone's calling it this like a revolutionary, amazing idea. And it's like it was already happened. Like the product value is cool. That's something that, while
Yeah.
not a huge step forward, is a cool concept that other people aren't really doing. Like there's add-on screens that you can get, but there's no like. It takes those concepts and puts it into something like good, not a like stupid little add-on USB screen you can put in your laptop. But I did not understand all the hype that Ariana was getting. Like I understand that it was cool in person, but it just doesn't seem that revolutionary to me.
It's Well, I think it's because of the fact that he was also saying like, the products that are out right now, like the Hue light bulbs and all that. That's how the project or that particular concept is supposed to make it coincide with the RGB lights and all of that stuff to make it more immersive. Like, say you're getting shot, your lights will actually start changing color to a darker red as you're getting shot at, kind of deal. Like, you'll have that kind of experience, which is cool in concepts, but expensive to all hell. Like, the Hue bulbs alone are like $50 a bulb.
60. It depends on what you want.
Yeah.
I have Hue bulbs in all my lights in my room.
Oh, you do?
And it depends on what you want. The full color ones are really expensive. But if you just want the like control over the lights, like I have for most of my lights, they're like $20 each, $15 each. They're not that bad.
Okay.
So the ones that I keep hearing about them talk about in the RT podcast was like probably the more expensive ones.
They do have some really expensive ones. They have LED strips that are like $80. It's just like this little LED strip. It's like 3-foot LED strip. That.
Speaking of LED strip, I have some around here that actually I need to put under my desk to do like a green underglow.
No.
I've got some that I need to put on my shelf somehow and light up my shelf of tchotchkes and little toys and things.
Do you all need that lighting, though? Seriously?
Yes. It's nice display lighting, trust me.
It looks nice. Anyway,
I'll buy one
that's
soon.
that has nothing to do with CES.
Alright, so do we want to go to phones, or do we want to go to...
Well, one cool thing I liked from CES, if it can work out well, which with NVIDIA behind it, I think it has the possibility of being really good, is GeForce Now. Which, it's been done before by other companies, but it's never really had, like, someone like NVIDIA behind it.
Right. So I read into that, and it's like you can play at these graphic rates, and you're paying per hour, right?
Yeah, it's $25 for 20 hours of gameplay.
Okay.
It's
but, like,
expensive.
it depends on which option you choose, because, like, you can play it at off of a 1070 device, or you can pay slightly more to play off of a 1080 device.
I didn't see that they had different options. That's cool.
They do.
They did on one article I was reading. I forgot to find or look for it again, but it was like, I'm thinking, why don't I? Because like if you're looking at the overall like time you may spend playing it versus, buying the card itself and doing all of that.
I mean, it's not aimed at people with PCs. It's aimed at people with Macs.
Oh, so it's primarily
Apple losers.
That was a lot of their advertisement. It was like, I played The Witcher 3 on my MacBook Air, and it's like, that's cool.
Deal.
You can do that. GeForce Now is and like it does take a lot of internet, so it's not as much for like you're like in a hotel. You can't really play it from a hotel because
dear God, no.
internet isn't quite up to par because streaming the whole thing. But it's for people that don't have gaming computers and just they don't have the budget. They don't have the want for building a whole another computer when they already have computers that fit their needs. And they just play games a little bit, and then they can afford it. Then hey, sure, they have a way to play games on their computer instead of having to shell out $500 to $1,000 to get a PC.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes more sense now.
Yeah, it's not aimed at people that have like I've got my gaming desktop, but it's like 4 years old, so it can't play these new games anymore. So I'm gonna subscribe to this instead. And it's like, you should just upgrade.
Yeah. I can see your point.
But yeah, it's a cool idea, and I think that NVIDIA behind it has the possibility of it actually turning out really well.
Well, I'm sure. I mean, NVIDIA. I liked I actually watched the full presentation they did, and I liked their whole like they're in practically everything they're doing, like server farms. They're in, the self-driving cars, which was a pretty cool concept.
Yeah, they're spreading out.
Oh yeah, and so it's just like, okay, you're no longer a GPU graphics company. You're spreading out to be more base for technologies for everybody, like for self-driving cars, for military grade servers, all that stuff. So it's like, okay, that's
I mean, it's all still based on their GPUs. It's just
right.
they, they're working with people to make sure their GPUs are used for everything else.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we have at work we use a kind of a NVIDIA graphics style GPU that's like an $800 graphics card for our CAD programming. So it's just like, okay, our machines are extremely expensive. That's good to know. And we bought like about 40 of them.
Wow.
So, but yeah, that was a pretty good presentation. Some other things I was looking at through the list on the links you provided. My heart kind of like went ooh when I saw the retro bit. I was like, I can go back to my old school days when I used to play my mom's Game Boy.
Yeah.
Relive those days, buddy. Relive those days.
And it's full color too, so it's like, ooh, this ought to be interesting.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's got 2 extra buttons, but hey, that's fine.
Hey, you can always use 2 buttons anytime. Why not?
It's whatever. I mean, they at least kept practically the old brick Game Boy, and it's like, you know what? I can see me carrying that. Like, I'm bored. I need something to do. That was a fun, interesting thing to look at.
Anything else you have to see on CES today? You normally see tech at CES, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
innovations in technology and in what's it called? Actually no, just period. Never mind.
It's
Yeah,
the
so-
Consumer Electronics Show.
Consumer
Yeah.
Electronics Show, but do you expect a trailer for a game to launch there at some point?
No.
No, that's not what it's for.
Yeah,
It
but
is
but surprise, Mass Effect Andromeda was like 4K wide, and it turned out at CES this year, and it's releasing on March.
I mean, yeah,
Right?
they announced the date at CES, but
Yeah.
they didn't show
Yeah.
anything new.
Oh yeah, that announcement was made during the Nvidia
Yeah.
announcement. The thing is though, which I agree with Ryan Haywood on, is that they could be streaming it on 4K. It was just like at the PlayStation announcement. You could stream it in 4K. You can broadcast in 4K. Not everybody's on 4K yet.
No.
It's just like, that's cool. A lot of your clientele does not have 4K just yet. 'Cause
Well,
it's still pretty high
But
cost wise.
the thing with that is 4K is a buzzword. They're going to use it. But what it really represents is a higher bit rate, which is good for everyone. If your internet can support it and you watch the 4K stream, as long as they don't restrict that stream to only 4K displays, then you'll get a much higher bit rate, which will make it look better even in 1080p. Like, much better even in 1080p.
Right.
So it's worth it just for the bit rate.
Right. So that Asus monitor that we were talking about, was that even shown at CES
Yeah.
at all?
Yeah, it was shown
Yeah,
there.
it's all shown up. Yeah.
Did they didn't say a price point, did they?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
did. I can't
Well,
remember
how
what it
much?
was now.
Well-
It was something,
Huh?
I think it was like 12 or 1300, something like that.
I missed on that one. I didn't know there was a price already.
I thought there was. I'm not sure. I mean, the
But it
last
has-
generation top end Predator was like $1,200, so I'm assuming this one would probably be around there.
Right.
It'll be there.
But it had everything you'd want in a monitor. Like
Yep.
everything. It was just
Monitors.
but also
4K.
like the price is like, I could also buy a 55-inch 4K TV for this price.
You can get a, well, maybe not 55-inch, but I have, my main monitor is a 4K TV. It's a 40-inch
See,
4K
fancy
TV
4K.
that I got for $450, I think.
Oh, was it on sale at like Best Buy or something?
Yeah, it's normally like 600 or 650 or something like that.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's the thing too. I've noticed that 4K TVs have gone down quite a bit in the last 3 years.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
it's
When
not
they first
perfect,
came out?
but it's great and it looks fantastic when gaming.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I would love to get a 4K TV and run like my Xbox and PlayStation 3 would be like, and just
Love.
veg out in front of it.
That refresh
Mr.
rate. Oh.
Mr. Kevin here,
Yeah.
who somehow got a PlayStation Pro for $10 with his weird stupidity.
Listen, all right. Let me explain myself here. All right, this is too personal, but $12 for PS4 Pro, I'm selling out. I will buy it. Only because my PS4 won't no. My PS4 ejects the disc when I play games. The fix was send it to service, and service was like, all right, put your serial number and we'll sort it out. In the end, it was like, something's wrong, check with chat and, check what's wrong with it. Get it serviced. It happens like I waited for a half-hour chat and they did the same thing, which resulted in me like, I have to buy a PS4. The moment I saw like it's ejecting my disc every time I play Final Fantasy, I was like, I gotta finish this. I gave up. I was waiting for like a rare console, like a special bundle with the PS4 Pro with it, like a special unique design, but I couldn't give in too hard because I already wanted a PS4 Pro so bad. So I bought one.
Yeah.
I traded all my PS3 games. Infinite Warfare, I traded that away. I'm done with it. Watch Dogs traded it, and so far for $12, yeah, man. I am now in the process of searching for a good 4K TV or monitor, just because the prices are gonna drop soon because of the new stuff they announced at CES. So I'm really looking forward to buy one at Best Buy within the next month or so. Easy.
Okay.
PS4 on 4K. What a joke.
It's not true 4K. It's just upscaled 4K. You all know that.
Or upscale 1080.
Not great.
But stepping aside again, I am also forced to buy an Xbox One because of Scorpio, which is out this year.
Yeah.
Is it this year?
I'll wait to see what it actually
Holiday
is.
2017. So
I want to see what they're gonna do.
It might actually be able to handle 4K. We'll see.
Yeah.
true 4K.
Wait, but
yeah.
doesn't the S do 4K?
They do.
I mean, same as the PS4 Pro. It's actually worse than the PS4 Pro. It's upscaled. It's
Everything is upscaled.
So then I'm good to wait until Scorpio's what the details for Scorpio is.
We'll have to wait till E3 at this point.
there's no way to get true 4K on a console. It's just there's not enough power. Just not even close.
The hardware requirements to run full 4K it's ridiculous.
My computer with a 1070 in it can barely handle 4K. Like,
Well, what about the what's it called? The Samsung or the Sony 4K Blu-ray player that's like $400. That's supposed to be 4K, right?
well, yeah, that's a Blu-ray player though. That's not games.
It's Blu-ray. It's not PS4. No.
Oh, okay. So because of the fact that it just runs the movies, the 4K, well, it plays Blu-rays, the 4K Blu-ray movies at 4K, so it's different because of the fact that it's not as graphics intensive.
Well, it's
right?
not graphics intensive at all. It's just playing a movie. It's not rendering anything.
Okay, right. You have to account for rendering.
It's not doing it for any upscale. It's just like, here's a movie, all the data's right there. You just have to like display it. That's all it's doing.
Though the actual benefits of a 4K Blu-ray over a regular Blu-ray is minimal at best. But it's cool. Like, yeah, sure. the more important things is like the HDR. That's way more important than 1080p Blu-ray to 4K Blu-ray.
Oh yeah. Which is funny because most phones will record in HDR but can't play it back for some stupid reason.
That's a different kind of HDR. It's really confusing.
Oh,
HDR has been used for way too many things. But
oh man, it's saturated the market again.
Yeah.
Apple.
HDR for TVs is very different from HDR for photos.
Yep.
Okay. So, the robot Curry.
I haven't heard anything about that.
No one watched the video? Really?
No.
Oh my gosh.
No.
I was okay. Then I'll talk about it.
Yeah,
I was
explain it.
bored. Curry is a personal assistant robot, like Jibo like Jibo, but it actually will move around and follow you. So it's essentially, and it's about the size of BB-8.
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
It actually can communicate via emotions. and it's like it'll actually play back. It'll read you bedtime stories. It has a camera inside its head where it can track obstacles so it can avoid hitting things. It's a fully it or like if you're one of those people that like is doing cleaning or whatever around the house, you can actually it's also a walking speaker, so it can play your podcasts and music through its speaker while and follow you around.
Jeez.
It's like apparently it's $700, but I mean it's kind of scary in the thought that you have a robot that can, you know, that'll know your own personal life in front, like can watch you, and you know Skynet and all that. It's just it's really, but it's really funny because it's like, you know, it can be like a pet that you'd never have to feed.
Yeah.
You gotta charge them though.
Well, yeah, it has its own personal charging dock. When it detects like, oh, I'm low on battery, it'll go back to its little charging dock on its own. It's so funny and cute, but creepy at the same time.
Hey, welcome to the future, sir. Welcome to the future.
We're already at the point where it's like that one Twitch account that everybody's talking about.
Steve's bot chat.
No.
Oh dear God! I watched that. Okay, I watched that, and I'm like, I think we're gonna die.
That was so funny. I loved it.
It was I saw actually Birch tweet about it. Will Wheaton was talking about it, and then I decided to finally go on there after like everybody on my friends list is talking about it, and I'm like watching, and I ironically was on a Bob Ross video on the Twitch account. I don't know why. I was kind of like, all right, I'm gonna watch. I'm thinking this is some kind of weird, you know, oh, this is just a joke account with Bob Ross, and then all of a sudden it's after the episode ends, it switches back to the speakers, and then they're talking to each other, and I'm like, what the
I guess the
God.
Twitch account was just hosting the Bob Ross.
Yeah, it was just playing Bob Ross.
Yeah, because every
goes...
week they do an hour or two of Bob Ross on Twitch.
Yeah,
I love
and then all of a sudden you see the speakers starting talking to each other, and like it seemed like one was getting angry at the other, and I'm just like, so this is Skynet, right? We're gonna die.
It was freaking
probably.
hilarious. I loved when I was watching it, there was a point where they kept asking each other what their names were, and they kept changing their names over and over again.
Oh, I did pop in on that random moment.
They went through like
why
3 or 4 names in like 30 seconds.
Oh my gosh. I was just like, this is weird. This is really weird.
Yeah.
Not too weird.
Yeah, so hey, let's see. Anything else? What else is there?
I mean, Ryzen was shown.
You want to talk about the processors? Then let's go with the processors.
Go to the super boring technical part.
Yes. Fetish. Tech fetish.
Yeah. For someone, apparently. Someone.
About why I'm cautiously excited about Ryzen. I'm actually really excited about some aspects of it. Some really boring aspects like the PCI lanes and
Right. But the one major part that you're excited about is that Ryzen may actually finally push Intel to actually do more on their processor and then be like, here's
the same thing happened a long while ago with AMD with the untouchable chips in the high end, and then Intel finally got their big chip in there and brought the prices down. And the same thing's happening now. Intel has been untouchable in the high end, so they've got their $1,000 and $1,500 processors, and it's just like ridiculous. And now AMD is finally possibly able to compete up there at a lower price. It'll be interesting to see how they price their chip. Some people are saying $500 for the chip that competes with the 6900K, which is the $1,000 chip. I don't believe that one bit. I think it's probably
really
going to be.
No,
I think it's probably going to be closer to 800.
Because out of curiosity, I went to look up how much my processor was and how much like their highest end processor they had on the listing for gaming processors. The highest cost one was like about $212, and that was like Phenom Black, or it was AMD.
They haven't had an Extreme Edition chip in a long time.
Yeah,
Not
it
yet.
was a pretty high processing one, but it was the highest price they had at at this point right now is about $213. So I would agree the $500 price point would make sense because
No.
AMD tends to be, at least they try to be more cost effective to people.
It looks like
In terms of
that
high-end.
that Ryzen chip that competes with the 6900K is about like 95% of the performance of the 6900.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And there's no reason for them to price it at half the price. They won't make as much money. It'll force Intel to respond very quickly, very harshly, and that will hurt AMD in the long run. If they price it up closer, they can make more money because people will still buy it for a $200 savings. They'll still buy that. Intel
Right.
won't have to respond as harshly and as quickly, and it'll just, the price stack will go back to making sense. It won't be a huge disruption because that just doesn't really happen in hardware pricing much.
I mean, AMD hasn't had a new processor in 5-ish years.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
they don't-
it's just
they
not
haven't-
in AMD's best interest to come in with a processor at $500 that competes with a $1,000 processor. They'll come in
No.
with a processor at $800 that competes with $1,000, and they'll have a lower clocked one that competes with the, Intel's top end i7 that's $350, and they'll price theirs at $300 maybe, and that'll be what most people will be buying. Will be the $300 Ryzen that competes with the 7700K.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But they do have the one that's higher than that, which they haven't had for a long time. Yeah, it's just
Right.
confusing a lot of people because they are showing off so much that they're competing with the 6900K. The
Mhm.
people are forgetting that they are also going to release ones that are lower end that are going to compete with the regular high end Intel.
Those are the
Procs.
Vegas, right?
No, Vega's a GPU.
Oh, Vega's a GPU. Okay.
Ryzen is the code name for the generation. It's
Ah.
like is it Skylake right now?
No. Wait. No.
Kaby Lake.
Cody's-
Kaby Lake.
Katy Lake. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Katy Lake is the newest chipset newest chipset style for Intel right now.
Yeah, for some reason, whenever I think of the Intel generation, Skylake is the first thing in my head. But I think that's like 2 generations behind now. I don't think it's even the 6700. I don't think it's Skylake.
Yeah, no, Skylake is pretty old. I remember years ago when I was building one of my friend's PCs, my friend was telling me like, "What about this one with Skylake?"
Oh no,
And it's
Skylake
like,
is 6600. Yeah.
oh,
my headphones.
then I think it's probably one generation back. I think I'm looking this up right now. Actually,
You just search it up, bro.
But yeah,
Well-
it'll be cool to see that. And the really nerdy technical thing that I like is that they are doing 24 PCIe lanes, which is fantastic.
Thank you.
Intel has refused to do more than 16 in the consumer edition i7s, which sucks because a graphics card takes 16 PCIe lanes. And then you're left with nothing for M.2 drives and any other PCI cards you put in and anything like that. And it's just obnoxious.
right?
And
All right, you're still gonna talk about tech stuff more. I have a lot to talk about.
Well,
Go ahead.
at least the only thing, because I have been running AMD for a while, it's just that's the only ones I've ever known, and I know their chipset, or not their chipsets, but their plug, how they plug, their type of plugs they plug into on the boards.
Yeah.
And I looked up, I had to look up and see what style they're doing their new processors, and they're now at AM4s, which is like, great, I have to now replace my motherboard.
And that's typical. You would have to replace your
Yeah.
motherboard even if they use the same socket, because the AM3 boards just wouldn't support this stuff that you wouldn't get nearly as much as you want out of the out of the Ryzen chip with an AM3 board. Because it
Right.
wouldn't support the correct memory, it wouldn't support the new PCIe lanes, it wouldn't support M.2, it wouldn't support USB 3.1, it wouldn't support any of that stuff.
Yeah, that's the other thing, the 3.1 stuff. So it's just like, oh, great, more USBs. It's like, cool.
I'm very
Well-
happy for that. I do not have enough USBs. I have a PCIe USB card in my computer, which of course takes away from the graphics card, which is so Intel.
Oh wow.
But yeah,
That's why I like my Sabertooth board, because it has freaking 14 USBs in the back plus the 4 on the case in the front.
I mean that's
It's
still
like-
that's taking my PCIe lanes. The processor only supports a certain number, and they add a chip on the board to do more, but that still takes away PCIe lanes.
That would maybe explain why my Stargazer, I have to pull it out, plug it back in constantly just to get it to work.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense actually. now.
You should find you can find tech support on the podcast. There will be a set of USB ports that are directly into the CPU and not through the board's controller. And if you put the Stargazer into one of those, it will probably be more consistent.
Okay,
Instead of
yeah,
plugging it out. Yeah.
I'll have to look into it because it has to plug into a 3.0
Yeah,
USB port for sure.
there should be a set of plugs somewhere that goes straight to the processor and not through a controller on the motherboard.
Yeah, I'll have to pull it apart again, but not right now.
But yeah, we'll see, or you'll see. But
Well,
yeah,
I'll see, because otherwise I'll just, when the boards and when we get our tech sales for all the new motherboards and everything, I'll be like, I want this, I want this, I want the RAM. I hate you for that plasma RAM because I really want it now.
You're gonna make it rain.
That RAM is expensive, but it's so pretty when it turns on because you see all the plasma going through the tubes, and it's just like, it's so pretty.
I'll stick with some of the new RGB RAM. The Corsair announced their RGB RAM, which looks real nice.
I was gonna say, because I saw Corsairs, and I did show you the link for the other company that
I
had
think it was Kingston or Avexier. No, Avexier is the plasma.
Avexier's the plasma. I forgot what it was. It's I was looking it up. Those RAMs were also RGB, but they were around like the 200 plus ish range for like 2 modules.
Yeah, and they didn't have their software set up yet. Corsair has their
No,
software ready, which is nice.
Okay.
Uh,
So I may have to break down and buy a Corsair product. I try to avoid that as much as
I
possible.
love Corsair.
No, Corsair is a great company. I'm not downing that. It's just because Corsair and Razer have been at odds between product lines constantly. It's just funny, like how the alliance lines have turned to where it's like you either go Corsair or you go Razer. I mean, granted, Corsair tends to be a little bit cheaper than Razer, but it's just like they're just trying to constantly one up each other almost.
Yeah, I like
in terms of
Corsair.
products.
Their keyboards are cool. I love my keyboard.
Best keyboard.
I wish they had a mouse that I liked.
Yeah, my friend has he has a Corsair keyboard, I know that, but mice wise I don't think he ran a Corsair. He's got a Logitech G502. I
Yeah,
think.
I've got
Ooh.
G700 or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway,
Yeah.
enough PC tech parts.
Did anyone watch the Faraday video?
What a
Of
train wreck
theirs.
that's gonna be.
The Faraday self-driving car can also apparently self-park. At CES, they tried activating that feature, and if you listen to the video carefully, some dude off camera goes, "Oh," with like it sounded like the expression of like, "Oh, we got that feature to work." It was kind of funny watching that, and it's just like, oh mother of God! And they tried getting it to work, and it wasn't doing anything. It was just pretty much just sitting there.
Did you see what happened with that afterwards?
No, I didn't. What happened?
So later in the talk, they came back to that and were like, it was a little stage shy, so we're gonna try turning down the lights and see if it'll do that with the lights down. as the lights turn out. And if you if you look closely, you can see someone get into the car when they turn the lights off.
Oh my gosh, that is horrible.
And then they have the car self-park.
And mind you, you're doing air quotes right now, probably.
With someone in the car probably driving it. It's just like, oh my god.
At least it worked anyway.
Yeah, the stupider thing was like, it's like $100,000 car.
There's no price.
I'm sorry. Well, they estimate it to be about 100,000.
Probably.
You could go get a Tesla Model 3 for 35 right now.
Well, no, you can't. But you can pre-order one.
Well, you can pre-order one for around that range, and it'll have the self-driving features. So it's like, I'm sorry, you're targeting a very specialized market, and Tesla is trying to target the everyday person. Like, the difference is very vast.
They're close.
Yeah, but then like when back to on the other end with self-driving cars with NVIDIA, and their car aptly named BB-8 for some weird freaky reason.
I wonder why.
I saw that, I'm like, what? Okay, apparently somebody in your company who names the products loves Star Wars a lot. But it was funny because like they actually had a working test model, and it was actually video footage of it driving, and its processing for real time situations and everything was actually like really impressive. And on top of that, the facial tracking system in the car was like, okay, that's a little creepy but cool at the same time.
Yeah, they've been working hard on that stuff. It's real cool.
Yeah, I mean, especially like it can apparently lip read. That's the one crazy thing. It can read your lips. It's like, oh my god. And it can tell like, hey, what's funnier with the facial tracking system, it can tell when you're distracted because it can see like, oh, this person's looking away and not looking at the road. Or like when you're starting to fall asleep, it's like, oh my, it'll actually activate a safety feature where it'll pull off to the side of the road and try to wake you up, or at least completely stop and shut itself off. It's like, you've created like this awesome car, but I'm sorry, like, at least for me, I want to be able to control my car. If I let some computer control it and that computer fails, I'm dead. It's just,
yep.
I mean, granted, I know you can still take over control at times, or most of the time, but it's just like, we're getting to that point where like in iRobot, where the cars can literally do everything for you. You can just sit back and be like,
It's safer. People suck at driving.
Oh gosh, and today with the rain and everything, oh my god.
Yeah, I was gonna go out and do some errands, but I was like, nope, rain. People suck at driving.
Not right now.
I'm not gonna risk myself.
And then on top of that, it's a law that you turn on your headlights when you have your windshield wipers on. And 1 out of 4 cars I kept seeing did not have their lights on, and their windshield wipers were going. I'm like, I was not.
Suck.
They do. Oh, and then like freaking, it's raining. I have my headlights on. There's another car coming on the left side, and I'm trying to turn a corner, and a guy almost hits me, and then he begins to flip me off. Like, if we had self-driving cars, I actually thought if we had self-driving cars, this would not happen.
Did you see that video of the Tesla reacting to the crash before you could see the crash happen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was super cool. Bouncing the radar under the car in front of it to track the car in front of the car in front of it.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
And with all the self-driving car features, it's pushing other car manufacturers to really push for so much more safety features now. Like when I drove a Subaru Forester, which had this thing called the Subaru EyeSight, and it was practically autopilot. Like, it had cameras on both ends where your rearview mirror was, and it actually would detect the lane lines, so it could tell and it'll keep you in your lane.
Yeah, it's
it also could track the car in front of you, and you can set a safety distance to like if you're on cruise control, it'll actually, and the car in front of you slows down, it will slow down automatically. And it's just like, and Honda's getting the same thing too in a few months in their Honda Civics and stuff, and it's just like the whole self-driving safety aspect of it is really being pushed in a lot of the newer cars we're getting out today. So I mean, I'm saying probably in 5 years, almost every car will be equipped with those type of features.
Aren't they all covered with feature at this point where they were gonna be updating maybe the software of the car? Is that what I'm getting at?
Oh, over the air updates.
Yeah, I think something like that. Like, you're gonna patch a game. If something's wrong, you're not working. You add features.
Tesla already does that with their cars.
No, I mean like not just Tesla, but everybody else.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's gonna
I'm
be
sure they'll
happening.
get to that point.
It's gonna happen sometime.
I mean, shoot, you have trucks and cars that have internal Wi-Fi in them now.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much like we're getting to the point where we're gonna have self-driving, internet producing. You're gonna have a car that essentially is gonna be like almost a home away from your bed, like a room away from your bedroom, practically.
I can't relate that much because I don't have a car. I don't want to drive in town, especially how the weather is right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
let's look at this list of games coming out this year.
Ooh,
yeah.
Yes.
Let's see some of these games coming out. This is it's a lot of good names on this list.
Oh yeah. So we're at January. Right. Yeah. That's.
Speaking of games, before we go through that, they announced Ruby Grim Eclipse is coming on PS4, Xbox One X, like January 17th. So
Yep.
I can't wait. I want to do a Let's Play, or at least what a Let's Play would be.
That would take, to do a Let's Play with that would actually take quite a bit of planning, because especially audio record and video game capture, all that fun stuff.
Yeah,
Well,
we should just do if we do that PC, it's so much easier.
Yeah.
We'll set about
It
recording.
is.
Yeah.
So we have like Hatsune Miku, Project Diva, Future Tone. I don't care really about that one, but I mean,
How dare
I have friends
you?
who
Yeah, we don't
I
need
have
to go
friends who
through
like Hatsune
every-
Miku.
I
every
do.
other, really. Yeah.
How dare you?
It's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
We're getting another Kingdom Hearts HD something. It's
2.8
2.8 this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's they cannot delay 3 anymore at this point.
Well-
They cannot delay.
We'll get Kingdom Hearts HD 2.99, and they'll keep putting like 9s on.
You know what? I would not put it past Square Enix to do that kind of weird thing, because
God.
it's like, because in this copy of Kingdom Hearts, they have the 2.2 or the 0.2 this one mission thing for one of the Ren or whatever her name is, or Aqua, and it's just like, you're adding all this other stuff. Why? Stop! Just give us our freaking
Kingdom Hearts
3 already.
3 is...
Are you just?
Want
But
number
I
3.
understand that what they're doing, which is reinvigorating the hype for the Kingdom Hearts games, just so that when 3 comes out, it's either going to be a gigantic success, which it probably will be, or a gigantic flop.
It's not gonna flop. Let's give them that first.
It'll be fun.
I mean, like,
It'll be perfectly fine, I'm sure.
for the people who haven't played Kingdom Hearts since the very first one, they can have to play 1.5, 2.5, and then 2.8 eventually, before they all get their hands on 3.
Yeah.
Did they redo the 2.5 remix in PlayStation?
It's coming out in March with 1.5 in it.
Oh, okay.
So it's a bundle and another bundle of games remastered for PS4. Yeah.
Because I bought the 2.5 for PS3, and it was a limited edition because it came with the
The keychain,
the
the pin.
pin.
Yeah, I got that one too.
I bought it for the pin specifically. I'm like, I like Kingdom Hearts. I'll buy it. I want the pin though. I have a pin problem.
Yeah.
I
have no
let's
idea.
see.
Well, that's in March. HD 1.5 and 2.5 remix is coming out for PS4.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. You got Resident Evil coming out
Yeah.
in a few weeks, so that'd be
Are you excited for that game?
It's been so long since I played Resident Evil. I have the 6 anthology. I have I have a lot of them. It's been a long time since I played it. I should go back and replay them all,
Yeah.
but
I think
I'm just lazy.
you're gonna have to find time because you know
Yeah.
the game would be in VR mode too, which is like
It-
a better way to experience the game and the story. If I'm getting it right, because they had, I was it like a month ago or so. They had a show here in San Francisco about the Resident Evil 7 showcase.
Uh-huh.
One of my friends was able to go there, and they had to play on VR. And now I think they have a setup for a VR stand, and they botched the controller only. So if you play in VR,
Oh.
so I'm really looking forward to Resident Evil. Not yet really, because I don't have a PSVR like a every.
If it supports
Fanboy.
Oculus, I'll probably get it.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got.
Nothing really else in January.
I don't remember anything in January.
There's DLC for Infinite Warfare.
Nobody cares about that.
Yeah, there's Hitman the complete first season, which I'm kind of confused because it says PC, PS4, Xbox One, and I understand the PS4, Xbox One because there's not a physical copy I think right now yet.
Well, it's just
For
I don't
the
think there's a
Hitman
way to buy it all in one purchase right now.
They do now. Gives the
But
password.
like if you're playing it on PC, you most likely bought it through Steam, and if you paid the full retail price, you got every episode anyway.
But this is for people that didn't.
They did buy it.
Oh, so this is just people that didn't. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
reselling
it's-
again.
It's the new Hitman, and it's is it on Steam?
It is on
It's on
Steam.
Steam.
I bought it on sale
Oh, there
on
it is.
Steam.
Yeah.
It doesn't pop up in the top things.
Yeah, you gotta find it. It'll show up actually.
Like
Oh yeah, you.
Blood
Oh, you're
Money,
talking about the full thing?
Absolution, Go, Contacts, Silent Assassin, Hitman. Oh no, that is the 2016 one.
Yeah.
That's a weird.
Just Hitman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Hitman. What's it called? Hitman.
Just Hitman.
Yeah.
So, buy
Oh,
complete first season. I don't know why that says it comes out then, because it's out right now. You can buy the complete first season on Steam.
I think it's more of getting a Yeah. It does. It doesn't even say PC. It just says Steam. It's like we already know how you're gonna buy it.
Yep.
So it's like. But I think it's more or less for people who want to get a physical
I guess so.
physical collectors, because like I'm looking at it right now on Amazon, and it's a steelbook edition where it comes in a nice steel case. You also get digital bonus content, which is like you get the Blood Money Requiem pack. You get like all this little electronic goodies and all that.
Little skins and updates.
Yeah. Well, that's all for
Yeah.
January.
Yeah, pretty
Slow.
much.
February,
Slow
For
January.
Honor comes out.
Oh yeah, and Neo.
Neo. The samurai
I've
thing
heard
from.
good things. I'm not going to play it because it's PS4 only, and I don't have one of those. But
Oh,
it
yeah.
looks cool.
I'll let you know if it's
you got
cool.
Lego. Oh, you got Halo Wars 2.
I'm excited for that.
PC,
I'm
Xbox
super
One.
excited for
I'm
that.
like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. Horizon Zero Dawn again. I wish I could play it. I don't have a PS4 though.
Reilly.
Is that the one where you're like using a bow and arrow to take down robots?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a cool Far Cry. What Far Cry Primal should have been, sort of.
Yeah.
It's
It
got
it
that
looks
kind of
pretty.
mix of new and old, and it looks cool.
I never got Primal.
but-
But PS4 only, so
Yeah.
meh. And
For
lots,
now.
lots of other
It-
weird stuff. Lego Worlds. Meh.
I think that's more of just a Lego open world RPG.
Yeah.
At least I kind of hope it'll be.
It's pretty cool.
Oh wait, no. Lego Worlds is already technically out on PC.
I thought it was out on early access.
It was in beta. Yeah, there we go. Lego Worlds.
It should be there.
Yeah, it was in beta. It was beta for a while. It's pretty cool concept wise. It's a full on. It's like Lego Minecraft.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yep.
I may actually buy it because I'm in like this weird mood of what's it called? Nostalgia childhood thing. So
I love Legos.
it would be cool. But even on Steam actually right now it's still listed as early access.
Yeah, it doesn't come
So
out until
it's following
February.
the same thing as 7 Days to Die. Because that's still technically an early access game on PC.
It's not complete
And
yet.
You're still playing.
Yeah.
You're still
It's
playing
not
it
complete.
often.
Yeah. Let's see. Where are we? Oh yeah, March. Now.
March.
Yeah, you did say HD 1.5 and 2.5 remix for PS4. Star Trek: The Bridge Crew.
That's a VR
I'm
game.
super excited for that. Oh my god, yes, yes, yes.
I hit a mark right there.
Oh, it looks so cool.
So, can you what is that about? Like,
It's a multiplayer VR game where you are. Have you ever heard of? What are the games? Artemis ship thing.
oh, is it like similar to how this one game where you have like 5 people and they all set up. They're all part of a different
Artemis
piece of the bridge
Spaceship
crew.
Bridge Simulator is what's out right now.
Yep.
But this is a VR one, and everyone gets a position on the bridge of the Enterprise, and you've got the captain and the engineer and all those people, and you've got your station, and it's VR, and you're looking around. You've got your motion controls, and you're doing all your stuff. And it's so cool.
God.
It's so cool.
That might actually be something to look into then for when I decide to get a VR.
Are you gonna get the Vive or Oculus?
Most likely, I'll get the Vive. But then again, I want to be able to play with the Oculus Touch.
The Oculus Touch is so good.
Yeah, because I've seen the Oculus Touch controllers and I've seen the Vive controllers. The Oculus Touch ones look like they're more form-fitting to your hand, versus the Vive, where you're kind of holding almost pistol grip like.
Yeah.
If you want to be walking around your room more, the Vive works better. If you want the more stationary, a little bit of moving around, the Oculus is better.
Touch.
Okay, so it's kind of a mixed bag there.
And you can get into Oculus for cheaper. There have been sales going on every so often. There a week ago maybe, Best Buy had it, so it was the Oculus Rift was $600, but what was it? It was $100 off, so it was $500, and you got a $150 gift card, I think, with it.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
So it was like
it's a good deal.
$350 after that. Yeah, it was
Mm-hmm.
pretty insane. And then you could use that gift card on the Oculus Touch and get the Oculus Touch with it, and it was just like
Yeah.
not bad. Or no,
Yeah, the Oculus Touch is what, $100?
200.
Double.
200. Okay, so you save a pretty good amount. Then you also got the Nintendo Switch console launch in March.
Yeah,
So that's gonna be.
we'll learn more about that in like a
interesting.
week.
Next week. Wait. Next week? Yes, next week.
I read an article
It
today
is-
that I just posted. It was like the little nitpickiest thing: the Nintendo Switch logo is not symmetrical.
Oh, is
It's
it?
not supposed to be.
It's not supposed to be, but it's just funny because it's not symmetrical.
That's the
The-
way you're interpreting the game how it is, so it's a good
Because
idea
the
of
dots
how-
on the logo line up with where the thumbsticks are on the console.
Yeah.
But also the two sides are not symmetrical; they're not the same size. But if you
Oh.
make them the same size and center it correctly, then it looks weird because with the negative space, how it works with your eyes, it looks weird. So they had to
Right.
expand the side that was empty.
Oh yeah, that's. Oh god, that would.
It
put,
it
like,
looks
a bunch-
good, but it's not symmetrical.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
It looks good, but it's not symmetrical. So, but it's just a funny little nitpick. It's like it's not symmetrical. Arrgh.
So now apparently on this list we go into the Q1s, which are like estimated release date or
Yeah.
time frames.
Outlast 2.
Yep,
Ooh,
that should be
I love
interesting.
that one.
The South Park, the fractured butthole. That I mean, I've
South
seen it.
Park.
You said it wrong, man. That's
No,
not how you say
no.
it. The fractured butthole. Butthole.
Whatever. It's. I just know. I know it's a play on words. They like to
Yeah.
do that. Other stuff on here.
Not really
Got like Tekken 7, Shadow Warrior 2, a third Division DLC.
That's
Ooh,
actually-
Robo Recall
wait.
for Oculus Rift. That'll be fun.
What?
Oh yeah. Oh, and then you got the Friday the 13th game, which that'll be interesting to play.
I've seen some of it. It looks interesting. Does not look balanced at all, but it looks interesting.
Yeah. And then we go down to like April.
Ukulele.
Persona 5.
Ukulele. Oh, I've seen that. Right, yeah, that one looks.
I can't wait.
Persona 5 is coming out. Then you got Sniper Ghost Warrior, which is most likely just a stealth sniper game.
Oh, it's a whole series. It's yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a cool
Then
game.
you got like, let's see, you got Lego City, Sonic Mania, Injustice 2. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I'm not so about Injustice 2. One was okay, but I don't know.
I think it'll be cool. It's
It'll
not
be
a
cool.
great fighting game, but it's fun.
Yeah, especially if you're like a DC comic fan, it's just like, you know, you want to play. It's fun. It's fun, and also especially if you like, if depending on how you are, if you toy with your friends on the game, and you just get them to like, you let them get you to like the last second, and then you just all of a sudden start beating the living crap out of them, and just like, well, why? It's like
the
I'm a
customization
jerk
in
like
Injustice 2 looks real cool. All the different armor and pieces and stuff you can put. Oh, it looks fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Fancy.
And then just like apparently it just says the rest of 2017.
Crackdown 3.
Easy.
Finally.
Crackdown 3. That's
Xbox.
Oh. No, I was trying to remember Crackdown 2. That's the right. I remember that one now. That one.
Crackdown 1, the game that no one would have played if it didn't come with the Halo demo, but was actually pretty good.
I remember that.
Crackdown 2, the game that did not quite live up to Crackdown 1, but Crackdown 3 looks pretty good. So.
Sure.
You got Ace Combat 7, which I don't know why they're still making these games, but
apparently people buy them.
Someone plays them. Okay, I love playing.
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves actually looks really cool.
Oh, does it? Oh, Detroit Become Human comes out this year.
Yes.
I cannot wait for that. That looks so much fun. Because it's by the same company that made Heavy Rain and all that. So it's a decision-driven game. Yep. And I love that schematic.
I'm going to need a PS4 at some point.
Really? I need a PS... You need a PS4. I need an Xbox One. We can trade off. We can do something about it.
Yeah, because... And honestly, since you are the demographic that most likely will... Later on, most likely will buy a Pro. Yeah, most likely will buy a Pro because of the fact you don't own currently a PS4.
Yeah.
So it's like...
Might as well at this point, right? You know.
Yeah. Well, when the games you really want start coming out, you're like, all right, time to break down.
And there's already games I want. It's obnoxious.
Yeah. And there's another Walking Dead game coming out.
Yeah.
A remaster of... the remaster of Crash Bandicoot.
Insane Trilogy.
Yep. Yeah.
But there's no timeline yet.
No, it's supposedly sometime this year.
Lawbreakers is finally going to come out. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
Cliff Brzezinski.
Oh, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy.
Yeah.
That's actually a standalone DLC off of Uncharted 4. Apparently.
Story. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale series. Woohoo!
Ooh.
Oh, that. I'm on the side of Gus for this one. I will wait till all the episodes come out.
Oh yeah, that's the way to play it.
That's the way you play it. You don't play every episode because you're gonna live.
I made the mistake with Tales of the Borderlands, and I now don't remember what I did. I have to probably start from.
They've been getting better about doing them quickly, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think the Game of Thrones one was pretty quick within 5 months. It was 5 or 6 months. It was done.
It was really quick.
They were yeah. Then you get like Fallout 4 VR for the Vive, Doom VR for the Vive. Death Stranding.
That's not coming out.
That's not coming out. No.
Yeah, no.
They've got it on the list. That's not coming out 2017. No way.
Last of Us Part 2. Do you think that might come out this year?
2019.
Nope.
19.
No, it can't be 19. 18 I can see.
No.
19's too far.
It can happen. They can delay it all they want.
Well,
but they said it's in early stages of development yet. So
see, Naughty Dog's pretty good about getting when they announce a product to get it out released like within a decent time frame.
It's up to Sony though.
Sony is the one.
Yeah.
Sony might have pushed them to announce it real quick.
Probably for their conference.
Yeah. I'm excited for Pyre. That's gonna be beautiful.
Pyre. Which one's Pyre again?
It's by the same people that did Bastion and Transistor.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Supergiant Games.
Right.
It'll be very cool.
I'm looking forward to Prey. Honestly, personally, looking forward
It
to
looks
Prey.
like it could actually be really cool. I'm not sure if it'll be amazing, but it could be cool.
Mm-mm.
That chances are you're gonna love it though. From the guys who made Dishonored, Arcane Studios. Gotta love those guys.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm not as much of a FPS guy, but
Yeah.
Wouldn't hurt to explore.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, granted all these games we're talking about right now, they're speculated.
they'll come out eventually
released.
this year, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I know with Fallout 4 VR and Doom VR, they were trying, like, I know they were trying really hard to be like, we are pushing it to get it out within 2017. So, I mean, I can see them getting Fallout. I can see them getting it probably within this year.
It can happen. It's likely.
Yeah. I mean, considering Doom, you play as in first-person view, so that's not that hard to translate. In Fallout, though, that's a little bit different because so much different weapon holding and weapon usage, and and menu controls and everything. That's way more complicated. Yeah. Anything else?
Can we close out with how they're gonna nerf some people in Overwatch and the new map, Oasis?
I'm trying so hard not. Okay, we can talk about it. Okay, so what they're gonna be doing, Blizzard announced earlier this week that they're gonna fix a few glitches actually. One of which is Roadhog's hook and how apparently he can hook around corners and almost at times through walls.
His hook has
at an
been
enemy.
broken since launch.
Yep.
Yeah. I personally have been hit by this hook randomly. I've accidentally done the around the corner deal, but that's just, the weirdest moments I ever have. And so, I mean, a lot of people were complaining. A lot of people were like, yay, finally, they're going to fix the damn
Thank
hook.
God.
They're making it more consistent. It also will now place the person in front of you instead of sometimes the person ending up behind you.
Yeah, I've had that happen too, where it's like I hook them and they are not in front of me. They're like there was one game I was playing earlier where I hooked the person as I'm coming down. It didn't put them in front of me. It kept them in the same place.
Yeah.
So it's just like, well, this kind of is stupid.
Basically, it'll be harder to get a good hook off, but it'll be more consistent to be able to follow up on the hook when you get it off.
Yeah, that is true.
So it'll raise the skill required a little bit, but it will make it be overall a more consistent ability and not just kind of like something is going to happen.
Yeah.
Right. But there's also like, that one map on Ilios where it's the pit map. So it's like, I know Roadhog is always a popular character to use where you just hook a player who can't fly and they fall to their death.
Yep.
And you still get the kill for that.
Yep.
There's also the points where if you hook another Roadhog and the guy has enough time to hook you get pulled in with them and die with them, which I've done, and it's fun and hilarious to do because it pisses the other guy off.
You'll still be able to do both of those.
Yep.
Some people thought you wouldn't be able to, and once the fix gets put in.
Especially the first one, 100% you'll be able to do. Being Roadhog and hooking someone into the hole, no problem.
Right.
God.
It's the
being Roadhog hooked into the hole and then hooking them back, that will be a lot harder to pull off, but I think it's still possible. I'm not sure.
Yeah, if you time it right and you hit their head, the head hitbox. Yeah. If you hit the head slot, you should be okay. And the other glitch that I recently found out was that on the Watchpoint Antarctica map, there's a spot where people have been abusing this glitch where if you use May, you can actually get her up into a spot where it's you're untouchable. You can't be killed at all. So you can just sit there and pretty much play sniper with May's ice gun and just try to snipe people as they're trying to kill you. And so they've been pretty much using this. They're trying to find out who's been abusing the system. They know that they've been hearing about this problem going on for a while. So they're gonna fix that, and anyone abusing it will be suffering severe punishments for it because obviously they're exploiting a glitch in the game.
Yep.
It'll happen soon.
Those were the two major updates for fixes wise that I've read
So far.
Yeah, and then you have the new map. What's the map called
Oasis.
again? I forgot.
Mm,
Oasis,
so
which it's fun. And a funny story about that, I was playing Anna one time and my graphics didn't load at all. Like I had no character models, so I was like, okay, I can't see anybody. We're trying to capture the point, and it's the one where you have the upper level area where you go up a bunch of stairs and you're in the and if you're in the center, you're on the point for some weird reason. I was sitting on the point as Anna crouched, and like they could not capture the point, and they were all on the. I know they were all on the lower level because my teammates were just laughing, going, "What the hell is going on?" And I'm just like sitting there for, I swear to God, a minute goes by, and they did not know where I was. They were just like, "How are we not capturing the point already? Who's still on the point?" And then they finally found out I was on top, and they finally killed me. But it was just hilarious that almost a straight minute they couldn't figure out where I was sitting. It was just like, you people need to like pay attention to your surroundings here.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a good
it's
way
cool.
to end the podcast. Oh my god.
Yeah, lots of stuff going on this week. Thank you for
more.
tuning in.
Yep.
We'll be back next week with more discussion.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Have a good one.
See yas.